Hello. So today I want to tell you about the game Australis, and this was one of my most anticipated games of 2025. It did come out in some regions last year in 2024, but only recently had its North American release. So I have been looking forward to this one for a hot minute, and it is great. First of all, I think it is beautiful. It is a light enough game to teach anyone. It is going to have luck in it because the third phase of each round is a dice rolling competition. So if you don't like any luck in your games, skip this one. But if you enjoy a little bit of luck and a beautiful game, this could be a game for you. So every player is going to get their pieces, and they come in green, blue, orange, and pink. And they are beautiful. I am, of course, green. You will have your turtle, which will be riding the East Australian current and getting you points. You will have a whole bunch of coral that are going to get you some points. You have your point token, and then you have some of these cubes that are going to help you feed larger and larger schools of fish, which score each round. So you want to feed as many fish as you can, as quickly as you can. So let me show you some other things as well. Every player will get one of these boards, and it shows you the player color on the side. So I'm green, obviously. So this is my player board that's going to go in front of me. And like I said, this is showing me how many fish I can feed. So as the game goes along and I get more of my cubes in here, I'm going to be able to feed more fish. And that also corresponds to a number of points each round. Down here, I'm going to be able to add ability cards that are going to give me some sort of in-game benefit at different points of the game. And as you can see, there's white, yellow, blue, and purple. Purple, yeah, thought it was red. Purple. And I can have up to 3 cards in each of these areas, but I can't have the same card. So I can't go all in on one type of card. You have to diversify. And then over here is kind of a player aid that's showing me how the rounds of the game will work. So this goes in front of me. You have a cool first player token with a sea star on it. And then you have a bunch of dice in different colors because that's going to designate what they do. And you have the board. So on the board, you can see we have the current that's going through here. And this is what your turtle is going to be going along. And you can see that the numbers aren't exactly just 1, 2, 3, 4. The farther you get on the current, the more points that you will receive. So you want to move your way down the current because the first several spaces are only worth 1, then several spaces are worth 2, so on and so forth. So then also within this board, over here is where those ability cards are going to be displayed that you will get to be choosing from. And then as you can see over here, there are different coral reefs, and each one for having the most coral in that reef will score you some points each round, and having the second most will score you some points but fewer. And the farther down you get, the points get bigger. So again, you need to travel farther and farther in order to build up the coral that is later on. These are the fish that you're going to be collecting. The small ones are worth 1. The bigger ones are worth 3. There's not that much of a size difference, which I think was a little bit of a mistake, but it's okay. So you will be collecting those up here in your school of fish. And even if you collect more fish than you can feed, that's totally fine. You can only score points for the ones you can feed, though. No fish will die. This is a very happy game. So the crux of this game, though, is going to be this section here. There is 1 red die that will go there. There are 4 purples that will, they're going to go in the purple section. Then we have 4 blues that will go here. We have 4 yellows. And we have 4 whites. So starting with the first player, they will return the first player marker, and they will select one of these dice to add into their area. So they're going to decide what they want to do. And white dice, they are going to get you ability cards. So you're going to look at the abilities. Sometimes it'll get you 2, sometimes it'll get you 1, sometimes it gets you an extra benefit. So you're going to do that. Yellow dice are going to add fish into your school. And it's different numbers of fish as well. And sometimes if you see that little dot symbol, that means you get a point as well. And that's immediate. Then blue, purple, and red all have numbers on them, which is going to be important for the later phase of the game. So if you take one of these, you're getting to move your turtle on the current, which is great. And then if you take purple, you are getting to do a coral reef, which is also good because that helps you get those majorities we talked about. And then this red die will get you no immediate benefit, but it has the highest numbers on it, which could help you in the third round. So as we take our die, we immediately resolve the effect and do what it says. That's phase 1 of each round. Phase 2, it shows you here, is you are going to look and see how many you score for your coral, how many you score for your fish, and where your turtle is at on the current, you will score that many points. So points are happening throughout this game, which I love. So you also have to kind of decide how into something do I want to go? Do I want to go all in on white and yellow? Do I really want to go in on another area? You get to make some decisions. And then the final round, you take all of the die that you have that have numbers on them. So white and yellow don't count, and you roll them. Everybody does this at the same time. Whoever got the lowest number removes that die and puts it back in. This is an elimination section of the game. Whoever has the final die or dice in the round wins, and they can choose if they want to take a gold benefit or a silver benefit. And there's different reasons you might take one or the other, and the person who got second place will take whichever was not chosen. And there are the exact same number of these. There are 5. So you get your benefits, all the dice go back, we do it again, we play our rounds, we see who has the most points, and we total up. I like this game because there's a lot going on. You can decide how heavily you want to go into one thing or the other. You can decide, if I really don't like this luck thing up here, I'm going to stick to down here where I know these are established points and I know what I can do, or I'm just going to go in a little bit on the luck and see if it can work for me. I think the game is beautiful. I love the turtles. I love that you're riding the current. I love that you're getting benefits along the way. I love that you're scoring each round. It's fun. It's snappy. It keeps moving. I think this is a great game for all ages and ability levels. So I am a big fan of Australis. I am so glad that I was able to get it, as it was one of my most anticipated games of the year. What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.